Welcome into Talking Racing with Mike Ray. I am the producer and co-host Dave Richmond. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he looks fantastic. And that for those that are watching on Facebook and YouTube, and I'm talking about the nicest man in all of racing, the host of the show, ladies and gentlemen, my dear friend Mike Ray. How are you, sir?
Dave, I am so glad to be back, my friend. It's been so many months we've been off the air. Uh, you've been doing things with the children down in eastern North Carolina, and that's great, man, because your kids growing up, that's one thing you never want to miss is those youngins going through and picking up on sports early in life. And you're in a great area with all the Pirates, and the Pirates are doing fantastic down there right now. And things are going well up here as well. Wake County, this is the strongest year we've had in 62 years,
Wow.
having just a tremendous uh, uh, 2023 season up here at Wake County Speedway. And if we ever get the weather to cooperate with us at Southern National Motorsports Park, we're going to kick things off there. The reason I wanted to come on tonight, um, Dave, I've had some medical issues and everything, and I sure don't believe anything that the doctors have told me. I've changed my whole lifestyle. I'm not smoking anymore, so
That's a
who
good
would have thought after 53 years I would have quit? But I had to quit one of my favorite things. It was killing me, and the guy told me I was in the hospital a few weeks ago, and he told me I had some kind of black ash lung or something, and they had 3 weeks to live, and shoot, I've already outgrown that by a couple of weeks. So it's
good.
between it's between me and God, and when I'm ready, when God wants to call me home, I'm ready to go home. But if He wants me to stay, I want to stay here a lot longer and do a lot more with the racing community and do a lot more with Mason Diaz and continue to do PR stuff for him and just continue to grow here and spread the word about the gospel about Jesus Christ and
Amen.
here on earth. And when He gets ready for me, I'll be ready to go to heaven and get up there with him and Sandra and everybody else that's already up there waiting for us when we die. So just
No doubt.
hanging around for that, my friend.
Absolutely. By the way, we got a listener, a viewer who wants to, he has a question for you. Freddie Bannister, let's put that up on the screen so everybody watching and if you're listening. Freddie asked, have you guys ever been to Canada to watch any racing up here before? And I can answer that first, Freddie. I haven't been to Canada. I've always wanted to go to Canada. I love it up there. And I would love to see a race anywhere. So Canada is certainly on my bucket list, period. And when I'm up there, hopefully I can see a race or two. That'll be fun. How
And
about
that Canada is fantastic. One of my favorite drivers, when I started following the sport in the late '60s, one of the all-time greats of Canada, John Paul Sherrod. He brought a Barracuda down, the Hemi Cuda number 69.
there you
It was
go.
at Martinsville, yeah, and I fell in love with that car, and I stay in touch with his grandson to this day, and he's doing well. He just had a birthday, so they're doing well, and I follow the Canadian series and report on the Canadian series
Yep.
from up there, the the Pitneys, and very interested in what goes on in Canada. All that it trickles and flows back and forth between the two providences. It costs more money to have things done in Canada because of all of the tariffs and everything else that you've got up there. But you've got a lot of great racetracks up there, and unlike yourself, if I ever get up that way, Dave, I could see myself enjoying that racing tremendously. I watch it on TV when I get the chance, on Flow when they have specials from up there on Flow TV. So it's great great channel to watch. If you don't get Flow, I would advise anybody. It's more value for the bang for the buck than you can ever believe. $150 a year, and you can go all over the world watching racing on Flow TV. I was right here in my hometown last night. I'm not too well to go to tracks right now, so I just stayed at home and even though I'm 2 miles away from Wake County, I watch Wake County on my TV right here at the house.
That's so cool.
It's a great value, but Canadian racing is where it's at. Oh man, there's so many great guys, so many great stories from the '70s and '80s and '90s. Andy coming down, bringing those Camaros down for speed weeks at New Smyrna back in the day. Cali, man, such a nice man and such a car builder and a genius building all those great Canadian cars back in the day. So a lot of good stuff out of Canada. Yeah, appreciate it. The Canadian subscribers, keep on watching and thank you for the question tonight. Appreciate it.
Freddie says IWK 250 and Riverside International Speedway in James River in Nova Scotia is the greatest race of the year and the Maritimes. Super late models come from all over the Maritimes and Ontario to come race this race to win it. And it's the same as the Mike Stevens Memorial 254 this year at Pede International Raceway at Riverglade, New Brunswick, Canada. It's going to be another other wicked event this year. If you guys can come to one of these, those are the ones to come to. Thank you, Freddie. We need all the help we can get. I tell you what, we got a new fan with Freddie. I tell you what, Freddie, maybe you can be our tour guide because Mike and I, we have the road trek we're working on. My custom van, I'm working on it this summer. Got to get a little bit of a dent out, Mike. Maybe about $500. It's not very much. And a new paint job. We've got the inside looking good. You haven't seen it yet, but I'm working on it. We got to do some more work to it this summer. But man, if we could get that going, I will take Mike Ray up there. And man, we are going to have a great time. I'll tell you what, if Mike and I are near a racetrack, you know we're going to have a great time, right, Mike? That's where we met at Wake County Speedway back in March of 2013.
Oh, we'll have fun. The road trek will be so much fun. It'll be a travel van for us, Dave.
I got my
I've spent so many nights on the road in different vans and buses, sleeping in cars, you name it. I've done it to enjoy a race, and that's just a real nice setup. And you're right, we can get Sammy to paint it for us for next to nothing. The guy that sprays my race car, he'll do it for next to nothing for us, and we'll go have fun and would love to travel with far north as Canada during the summertime.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Not in January.
Yes, sir. Yes,
January. Yeah, so thank you, Freddie, very much for your reaching out to us tonight. We'd love to go to Canada. Maybe what we could do, Mike, is we could have a tour around Canada, the United States, Mexico on great racing in North America. Wouldn't that be fun? That would be so cool. If my kids were older, I could do it. We'd have to wait a while on that. But we could take them with us during the summertime. But man, that would be so much fun. But Freddie, thank you so much for your time tonight here on Talking Racing with Mike Ray. Mike, I know they're racing currently in Atlanta. What's going on there? Because I don't have my TV on behind me. I forgot to do that. I was going to do that before we started our show.
I've got the volume cut down low on it so that I can see what's going on. Dave, Atlanta is so quick. It's one of the top 3 quick tracks on the circuit. They are all in the mail right now around it. Still a lot of racing to go. It just started back around 7:30 or so. So it's been on for about 45 minutes now. Can't tell who's leading. I wish my eyesight was better, but it's a freight train. But I mean, everybody's just all in the mail and going for the lead, man. Good racing from down in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey, by the way,
we got things going, Dave. I want to talk about about what we got going on with Michael
Yeah.
this coming Wednesday night.
Yeah.
A big show down at Lucama. Shout out Wednesday night, July the 12th. It's going to be the Mulchmate 200 presented by Solid Rock Carriers in Southern National Motorsports Park. Wednesday night racing, late model stock car, 200 laps. We are paying $6,000 to win 200 laps. So everybody that's got a late model stock car that we see during the fall and winter at the Martinsville show, at the Thanksgiving Classic, bring these cars out on Wednesday night. A big shootout for $2,000 this coming Wednesday night. Then we're also going to have the Legends running 20 laps, the Bandos running 15 laps, green flag action at 8 p.m. This Wednesday night, Dave. So wanted to bring that up. But Dave, I am sorry, son, but my health, just a little bit of talking has taken it out of me, buddy, and I'm gonna have to call it quits tonight. But I want to thank you for letting me do it and get back on the air. I had been missing doing this show tremendously, and I hope to do another one real soon.
All right, Charlie says, Charlie Hansen says, "Good to see you guys back. Miss Mike Ray, miss you at the track." He says that in there in bold letters. There you see capital letters. So the man that gave me my first break in racing, appreciate Charlie Hansen, a dear friend, and I know how much he means to you, Mike. He looks out for you, and Charlie, thank you so much. I miss everybody at Wake County. I wish we could take Wake County Speedway and move it, like where Robertsonville is, 12 miles away, because I would help you guys out any way I could. But I'm about 2 hours, between 90 minutes to 2 hours, depending on what part of town. That probably closer to 2 hours for that track. So, but Charlie, thank you so much. Appreciate you, man, for everything you've done for me, for obviously for Mike and a lot of great people. And Wake County, I see from afar what they've done. Got to salute and tap. So appreciate you very much, Charlie.
Oh yeah, I can't say enough about Charlie, Dave. I miss being out there so much, and I look forward to being out there real soon. The heat's keeping me away right now, but as soon as it cools down a little bit, I promise to be back out there. It's just the heat's got me right now, and I've got to build my strength up. But I look forward to being back real soon. Love Wake County Speedway and love Charlie Hanson to death. He's a special person. You don't find him like Charlie much anymore.
He took me under his wing, and I appreciate him for teaching me a lot. And it's a lot to learn. And you think that, oh, well, you're an announcer, but every little, we talked about this years ago when we first started the show, everything that you do in broadcasting is different. And it's like every sport is different, right? You don't call baseball the same way you don't call basketball or football. They have their hockey, they have their own unique styles, if you will. And Charlie has been behind me 1000%. So I owe him a lot, and Michael very much. So anyway, Mike, I appreciate you very much. I want to remind fans, you can email us at thesportsobj@gmail.com. For those listening, if you have a guest, we'll get more guests on. And it's good that Mike is definitely stronger now, where we can do a show. And I know I had stuff with my kids selling fireworks. Mike has been crazy, but I'm glad to see that you're getting stronger. And we're going to keep saying big prayers for you, my man. And I appreciate you giving me the honor to be with you on the show. It's a huge thing, and we wish you the best. And I know you're going to get better. You're tough as nails, man. You're too mean to go now.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Appreciate the time to be on the air tonight with you, Dave. I've been looking forward to this time when we can do this show again, and it was so glad to give you all the time that I could tonight, my friend. So you take care of yourself, and I look forward to doing another episode very, very soon. Very soon.
No doubt. You've been watching and listening to Talking Racing with Mike Ray.